Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Raw Matters. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the world's biggest as well as world's smallest objects, people, whatever the case may be. If you could support the video with like a rating, I would greatly appreciate that. If you hit the subscribe button so that way you never miss an upload.
This is her. Her name is Hope. She, as I said, she was born with dwarfism. When she was born, she weighed 32 grams. That's about, she was about the size of a small lighter.
32 grams, that's insane, but that dog is just, that dog's adorable, I love it.
Who had bred their dog. The parents are normal weight. The mother is 7 pounds, and I believe the father is 5.5 pounds. Her brothers and sisters are at least this much bigger. I have to hold on to her. As you can see, she's quite wiggly. And she had to be tube fed for the first 5 weeks of her life.
I can imagine, because like obviously the dog's so small, it's like systems and eating food is kind of hard for it, I would imagine.
I had to get up every 3 hours to make sure she had nourishment and make sure everything was going as planned. And as you can see, she's almost 4 months old and likes to bite, and she doesn't realize how small she is. She just wants to play, and everything is a game to her. So there she is. She loves to play and thinks everything's a game. Here, over here. Whoops.
Oh my god, she looks even smaller when he put her on the ground and she's playing. Oh my god, that's too much.
One will be the 10th of August, and we'll show you her progress and how everything is going. And everything should be just fine with her, I hope. She's a little camera shy at the moment.
So anyway, if I moved into a small house...
That is one really small looking house.
That's a very small house.
Not bad. I think I could live here. It's a little bit more spacious than the trunk of my car. So, do we need to scooch down a little bit?
Where would the bathroom go?
Well, I don't know. I guess if I built this beside a Walmart or something, I could just keep using their bathrooms. But yeah, what do you think?
It's nice, yeah.
Roomy, right?
Right.
Very spacious. In New York City, a place like this, you know how much that would go for?
How much?
At least $12,000 a month.
He's not wrong.
World's smallest Rubik's Cube. Yeah, it's not actually the world's smallest Rubik's Cube. Some people have made themselves slightly smaller ones, but this is the smallest mass-produced that you can buy Rubik's Cube. This thing, it really amazes me. It's fully functional, so you can scramble this thing, and I've solved it several times. So this thing starts out pretty stiff.
Just seeing that thing, like, I can't even solve a regular Rubik's Cube. How would you expect me or anybody that couldn't solve a regular one to solve that thing?
I am amazed. I thought that this thing was going to break, like, after a minute of using it, but it served me well. I've been solving it, and it works just fine. Obviously, you could never speed cube with this thing, but it's a great novelty. I mean, I would recommend buying it, honestly. You can get it at Barnes & Noble or online. You can get it at VAT19, Amazon, anywhere, pretty much.
I bet you retailers can charge a fortune for it because it's like the world's smallest production Rubik's Cube. You can charge so much for that.
Basically, this is a little bit larger than one of these pieces. It's not quite the same size, but this is an ordinary 3x3, and this is the smallest version. I mean, it is tiny. Like, the whole thing is like a little bit larger than my thumbnail. I mean, it amazes me. And it's really fun to be scrambling this, and after a few minutes you get used to it, to kind of using, you have to pinch it sort of to get it to turn and stuff. And once you do that for a while, and you set that down and you pick this thing up, you're like, oh my goodness, like it's just so huge. And
I can imagine being like a real shock if you're trying to solve that small one for like a while, then you go to a regular size one, just like, geez.
Than they actually are. So like this chest is just a little tiny thing I keep my coins in and stuff. But if you get it in a shot by itself, just with this cube here, then it almost appears to be like a full-size chest.
So this right here is the world's smallest baby that's ever been like given birth naturally. The baby just looks so small. It's amazing. Like, just look at that detail right there. You can see the nose, the eyes, the ears, the mouth, even the little teeth. That's extraordinary. Oh my god, I love videos like this where they just try to make like the smallest version of something. This guy's making like a really small version of an awesome aquarium. Oh my god, and it even has fish in it? That's too cool, dude. Like, that's really cool. Hopefully the fish don't get any bigger where they need more room than that. So this right here, I believe, is the world's tallest, like, lady slash person, woman, whatever the case may be, and her legs, like, wait till you see them. Just imagine like being out in the public and seeing a person that tall. That's insane. And then trying to like hold hands and walk with another person is not easy either. Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine trying to get on public transportation. Like, just that, oh, that just looks so uncomfortable. Just look at how much taller she sits above, like, just everyone else. Like, that must be just really awkward. I actually think that this is one of the ones that I believe is fake. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really want to call it fake, but someone showed me this and it does look kind of real, but at the same time, like, you just never know with the internet and like editing software and stuff like that. Like, they're so good at making things appear real even when they're not.